time is it?
It is 1:30. Today is a pretty special day.
Because today we're going to be making something for our anniversary gift.
There's like different materials that you should get each other.
For the 3rd year, it's supposed to be leather.
And what did you find? Because you're so amazing and you discovered this.
So we're going to have a 4-hour workshop where we are making our own watch from all the parts, all the pieces. They're going to be teaching us how to assemble it.
I'm not like, I love watches. Chantal knows that I love watches, which is why I'm so excited about this. So we are now heading down to a place not too far from us called Seiko Bespoke. Excited to take you guys along. So right now we're downstairs in their like showroom. They've already got pre-made Seiko watches and everything like that. But you can see some of the custom mod pieces. So bracelets, bezels, dials, they have everything. They've got even more upstairs in the workshop. So we're just waiting right now for Dixon to come down to get us, and then we're gonna be heading up to the workshop.
Let's go.
Wow, you guys are wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that one, because nothing too bright. The orange is too much, too green.
I think it depends on like if you want to do every day, like what would the purpose
like
of your watch be, right? So that's a nice,
I know, that's what I was talking about downstairs.
like the oyster.
Under this part is, yeah, and these are Arabic numerals. The dresses hand we have are these. This has no loom. These are just like steel hands. These are called kunai, based on the Japanese throwing knives.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like
And that has a little bit of loom on it.
Yes, designs by the side.
Ooh, okay.
But this one has a red S.
Ooh,
This
no.
one has yeah,
Okay, the white S.
the white one.
Yeah.
Okay, so crown. The thinner one has a chamfer cut. So when you look at it from the front, you can see
Yes.
it plays with the light. This is more like a flat top, so it's just very flat
I
and
like
stale.
playing with the light.
This one, okay.
Yep.
So now with the chamfer, there's 2 colors, clear and blue AR.
See the blue, yeah.
Okay, so Chantal just finished picking out her components to the watch. I got a pretty good idea of what I want to make, so I'm gonna go ahead and select my pieces now. Nah, that's a little too much contrast. I probably don't want it to.
So with matte black, they are actually, these two are matte, so it's more of the, let's say we go with this.
That I like.
Yeah. Because the grooves are chunkier, so actually it reflects more light. So if you're worried about being shiny, this is actually
Even shinier.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
okay.
And that's it. We just finished picking all of the parts, and I think Dixon's about to show us what we do now.
So what you want to achieve is, you just make sure it is level with the moon. It doesn't have to sink in all the way. Just make sure it doesn't pop out more on many sides.
Okay.
Yeah. Then so to check, this is what we do. Pick it up from the side. We just see, make sure
If it's pretty.
not lopsided.
Okay.
See which leg aligns with the hole, and that's the one you want to take.
The dial was created to fit different movements.
Yes, correct.
So now I have to cut off a couple pieces of these little pegs so I can have this sit flush with the movement. Do you find it's easier when you clip it towards the edge of the blade or like closer?
Somewhere in the center of the blade.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can see now the blade, the flat and flat, the blades are.
Ah, understood.
It should be like literally flat, like nothing.
I can't.
One more, right?
Yeah, one more. I want to try and get as flat as possible.
So you are 100% sure that the leg and the hole aligns. Trick is to press it down both sides at the same time.
At the same time,
Yeah.
okay.
So your legs are here and here, right? So
Yep.
try to put your fingers there and there and press down. Oh, you felt it sink in?
I did
Yeah.
feel it sink in, yeah.
Okay. You just give it a nice round. You press down and yeah.
I feel like it's uneven, but let's find out. Oh, that looks good, right?
Yeah, looks good. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Whew. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're adjusting the date so that once it clicks to midnight, it'll be easier for us to be able to set the minute and hour hand to midnight. Okay, here we go. Okay, it clicked. There we go.
Confident with this, use the rolling hole. We are not using this because this action is very one-dimensional. You want to do is actually use it freehand, so you can actually control the different directions. So when you press it in, you can actually feel the hands sinking in. So get used to this feeling as you are pushing it in.
Wow, that cathedral looks really nice.
Minute hand is on top of the hour hand?
Yeah, it'll be, right now it'll be touching each other because it's just sitting.
Okay.
But once you fit it in, it will sort of raise up.
There's like no space there.
I feel like that second hand is so dainty. I don't understand how you...
Yeah, that is the most challenging one.
Okay. So now I just pop this baby on top.
Yep.
Of course I drop it. Oh, it was right there and then I let it go. Alright, so now I've got to put the minute hand down and have it attach. Wow, that is pretty good. I feel like mine is very parallel, so I hope I don't need to push it down anymore, but I'll let Dixon confirm. Okay, we're gonna check out Chantal's. That's a beautiful dial. That's a really good combination, by the way. Just gotta do the second hand. Are you ready?
No.
This thing is like ultra thin. Yeah, that's...
Is it facing up already?
No, you're facing the wrong way. You're gonna have to flip it.
Okay.
Because you'll see the little peg. And then my second hand is also very, very thin. They're so delicate. But this is like the hardest part.
Yes, after this, yeah.
Yeah, because you just stick these things, you twist them in. Okay. Now, when you do this one, do you grab it from, like, what's the best part to grab this from?
Somewhere close to the tube, so you can pick up here or here.
Okay.
Yeah. What I can recommend is using one hand to hold the tweezers, right? Use this hand to touch this hand to control, reduce the amount of shake.
Okay.
Because like this is really, really hard to balance.
Okay.
So you guys use this and go down.
I have very shaky hands, I feel like. Just got it.
Oh.
Right when you were giving me that. Okay. How can I tell if this is on top or not? I'm too scared to move it. Very precise. She's using her little watch loop to just see if it's sitting on top. It's stressful. I think I literally got lucky. The tweezer's on the dial, that's gonna scratch it. Oh, wow, you're really good. Alright, Chantal's tapping out. This is attempt number...
Like
how
20.
many? Alright.
I'm taking it on.
So I'm gonna try, and if I can't do it, Dixon will do it in like 2 seconds. So
Yes.
let me give it a shot. Are you sure you don't want to try one more time?
Because that's gonna like, more like...
Because then you can't really say that you made it. Do you think you could ever become a watchmaker?
No. Thank you.
Yeah, check.
Yeah, let's see if you did a good job.
I'm sure he did. Chantal's gonna confirm that the second hand is...
That I did a good job on the second hand. Wow.
You can confirm that it's as parallel as possible, won't hit the minutes hand.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna confirm this is working. I'm gonna go ahead and click. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So this is the easiest step. Little breath of fresh air. Chantal just learned how to set the date and day of her watch, so let's watch her, because her complication actually has day and date. Actually, mine does too, it's just my dial covers it, so it's really just a date. First step is how many positions are there of your crown, like when you click it in?
2. One is day and date.
Okay, so
Time is the second position. But we need to set the
Time to 6 o'clock.
time first. That way.
yep, go forward.
Okay. 6 o'clock. Okay.
In first position, when you go one way, it adjusts the day, the other adjusts the date.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
so that
to the
changes the date. And what you want to do it the day before.
today's the 11th.
Yeah, so you want to do the 10th.
Okay.
Okay, and then what was yesterday? Friday, right?
Friday.
So, yep. Lunes. So we've got the crystal,
Your design,
we got the chapter ring, and we have the gasket. Okay? Chapter ring is in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've confirmed which side of the gasket goes in, so now we can slide the gasket onto the crystal.
Once it's clean to your satisfaction, you just gently place it on your case.
Wow, that sits quite nicely. Now we're gonna push the crystal down into the case.
Your crystal should be sitting level on your case. So if it's slanted like this, you make sure you just use your hands to just adjust it.
Okay.
Okay? Make sure it's level all the way. Okay? And go down all the way. Okay, yeah, should be enough. You bring it close to your eye and then just check make sure it's level. Slowly bring it down first without touching, then you slowly adjust, make sure it's directly underneath this piece.
Use your arm muscles.
Sit.
Okay, release.
We've got the crystal on. Don't touch the bottom because you don't want to get dusty.
Yeah. So this
We now are gonna put the bezel on top, but we gotta use this click spring first.
It changes, yeah. So you put this away from the crown. Yeah. So this one, you just place it. Make sure you're not touching the bezel.
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure this is making perfect contact with this.
Okay.
Pull to you a little bit. Okay, wait. Okay, pull it down.
Yeah.
Until you hear
Firm.
a sound. Okay.
Okay. That looks pretty good, right?
Okay.
How's your case?
Check it out.
Looks good. Nice. Very clean, shiny. That's gonna look good with that. That's gonna look really good. All right, the movement holder's off. We got the movement by itself. Before we put the actual movement into the case, we have to just change out the, what do you call this? The working stem.
So pressing down. Just swing up.
Wow. I didn't even see the other side of the tweezer so fast.
So we can see that this is the movement. Very dangerous. You don't want to ruin this. Okay. Wow, that is so tiny. How do you get it so the balance wheel doesn't get in the way? There we go.
That is a hole.
Yeah. Is anything there? Is it not really?
Oh my god, it's tiny.
Okay, now we are finally putting the movement on the case. Crown is out. We're gonna go ahead and lubricate the baby. First, we got the red oil. I was like, where's the oil itself? Now we're lubricating the gaskets. We've got it lubed up. Now we're gonna insert it into the movement. And just push it in all the way?
Yeah.
Will I hear a click? Oh. I heard 3 clicks.
Yes. Nice.
Cool. We're in. Putting the case back on. Oh, that's so cool. So that's why it has those notches on it. So here it is without the bezel insert. Really nice contrast. I like the red S too. Great, so this is on. Now I can just poke this out from this side. Wow, that looks good. Peel this off. Oh yeah, I see. Nice, okay.
So I like the grays and the blues, right?
Okay, I like the blue. That looks good actually.
Or, last but not least,
Leather,
one of
which
these.
makes sense because technically.
One of these too, because it has like this light brown threading. So maybe not that. Okay.
So here it is, the
Thank
end
you.
result. Chantal here. Got the oyster dial, looks nice. Day date, classic silver finish with the Seiko and the gray leather strap. Looks good. What'd you think?
It was a great class.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Dixon, you were phenomenal. We really appreciate you walking us through this, and thanks for being patient with us too. I couldn't recommend this enough, so very, very happy with the service here at Bespoke.
So we're back home. We just finished the workshop, and I think it was a really great experience.
Yeah, I agree. This was absolutely worth it. Something for sure that's going to be memorable, and if we ever forget, we have something to remind us about it. We spent, what, 4.5 hours there? It was definitely worth it. It's a kind of a pricey experience, but ultimately at the end, you're essentially paying for a Seiko watch anyway. It's an automatic timepiece. They usually range in the few $100s anyway, so you get to learn how to put it together, and not only that, you actually put your own watch together. As a watch person who loves collecting watches and never ever actually building one myself, I thought this was such a cool experience. What do you think as a non-watch person?
I think it was really fun. I think I learned a lot of new vocabulary words. I feel like I paid more attention because I feel like you usually do talk to me about the different parts and things like that, but I think I actually needed to pay attention this time, so
Yeah.
I feel like I took away a lot from it.
What was the most challenging thing?
Putting on the seconds hand.
The seconds hand was, I think I lucked
You
out.
were, yeah.
I literally
30 seconds
tweezed
later.
it and put it right on the spot. I had a bit of a challenge taking out the stem. When you have to take it out, you have to insert your tweezer into one component and then push out. But the problem is I was using my left hand because I'm a lefty technically. It doesn't give you enough force to be able to move it out. So there were a couple times where I think I might have scraped a little bit of the movement, but overall it works. Tell us a little bit more about what you built.
I think it's classy and elegant with that blue chapter ring. So I think it's kind of spunky in that sense. But blue is my favorite color, so I think it's
very subtle. You can't really tell.
No.
I think it depends on maybe when you look at it
The
from
light.
certain angles or the light hits it. But yeah, very classic look.
Yeah, and I like the color of the strap a lot.
I ended up putting together something with a matte black finish, so the case is matte black. I needed a dive bezel because I love my dive watches. So the one I have is sort of like a Rolex Yachtmaster style. It's like a silver matte-ish finish. I really like my second hand. It has like a tiny bit of red, which makes it pop. And I made that match the crown as well because there's a red S there. So yeah, no, I'm very happy with what I've built. And overall, yeah, I had a lot of fun. All right, until next time.
See ya.